play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. On first down, it's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, thinking ahead, Charles, quickly to Week 11, that game, Kansas City and L.A. down in Mexico City, that's going to be fun. But Philly and New Orleans, that's going to be a heck of a game.
It certainly is because Philadelphia is the defending Super Bowl champs. But guess what? They're not seen as the equal of New Orleans in 2018. This could be a statement game for them. And how about the way the teams picked their uniforms for this one? Did you hear this story?
Yeah, a little golf competition between the head coaches.
Yeah, Doug Peterson, Sean Payton. I guess it was the third hole of their golf match, and whoever won that hole got to pick the jerseys.
And Peterson won, so he will pick the uniforms for that contest.
How about that one?
Operating off play action. Flacco. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down Ravens as Flacco finds the former Cardinal John Brown. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second down, Flacco now. To Allen on the dump off. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
On third and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run it here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On second down, Flacco to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's third down. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This will be from 49 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. The return man, Chris Moore. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Red. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Coming.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
On second down, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Here's a give to Crowell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, I want to revisit our preseason Super Bowl picks.
Must we?
Well, we're getting closer and closer toward the playoffs. So
we have to revisit
who did you have? You had the Falcons.
I had Atlanta.
But you couldn't predict all those injuries the Falcons
Couldn't
had.
predict all the injuries, and heading into their open week, they had won 2 in a row and then beat Washington after the open week. So all is not lost, but still enough guys are out that maybe it's not the best prediction. But I did have Pittsburgh, I believe, on the AFC side, and they are really starting to come on.
Sadly, I don't even remember who I had. I think it's going to sound like, oh, yeah, revisionist history. I think I had Rams and Patriots, so I'm going to stick with that.
That actually sounds familiar to me. I do believe you did have Rams in New England, and you are on track with those two teams.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Darnold from the gun. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, what a move. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Collins now the lone man in the backfield, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Buck Allen taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Ravens have broken the tie. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
All right, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And his throw here is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
To the air again, Darnold. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Detroit!
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with him, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Buying time is left, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Setting to throw, Flacco. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins taking it in from 1 yard out. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Set. Green, 39.
Second down and 10, Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Green, 39.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. 46 yards. And he'll spike it with exactly 30 seconds now left on the clock.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end. Not there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Here we go now. Blue, landing.
Darnold to throw again. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing again is Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. 6 seconds now, 5 seconds. One last throw down for Darnold. And this has dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.